This news is a service of LandPro. First, we have an update on the serious three-car wreck that shut down part of State Route 14 in Geneva on Friday. The closure lasted hours and resulted in 2 people being sent to Strong Memorial Hospital with serious internal injuries. The latest update from Ontario County Sheriff-elect David Serencione indicated that 1 person airlifted from the scene was in critical condition over the weekend. Another was listed in stable. They were both in the same vehicle, which investigators say was struck head-on by a southbound tractor-trailer trying to avoid rear-ending another vehicle. No charges have been filed at this time, but the investigation remains active. Next up, Election Day guaranteed some changes in Yates County. Jason Cook was elected to serve as a state Supreme Court justice, which means the post he's held in Yates County Court will be vacated in January. Election officials tell the Finger Lakes Times that a special election for the job will be held in November 2023, meaning a permanent successor will take office in January 2024. In the meantime, Governor Kathy Hochul, who was also just elected to a full term, will have the opportunity to appoint a judge to serve on an interim basis. Petitions can begin circulating in March for the 2023 election cycle. Officials in Canandaigua are working to clear up recent concerns about water quality there. Confusion around a few high-profile municipal water issues prompted residents to wonder, is my drinking water safe? In short, the answer is absolutely. Here's what happened, according to the town supervisor's office. First, a letter was sent out to residents living in the Canandaigua-Farmington Water District. That letter stated recent samples showed incredibly high rates of trihalomethanes, or THMs for short. A few days after, a correction was released stating that a typo on the report resulted in the bizarrely high THM reading. However, it was still over. Around the same time, there was a boil water advisory for some water users along the 332 corridor. Officials say some residents thought the letters describing high THM readings was related to the boil water advisory. This was not the case. Town Supervisor Jared Simpson reiterated in a message to residents over the weekend that drinking water is, in fact, safe to consume. And finally, the holiday shopping season is here. Malls like Eastview and Destiny USA were busy over the first full weekend of November, and that's because shoppers are hunting for deals earlier than normal. However, new data from Coupon Bird shows that retail therapy has been a major driver of the retail economy throughout 2022. The data showed that 49% of shoppers said they buy things just to make themselves feel better, and that an estimated 7.6 million people made purchases this year to do so. Another interesting find from the report, more than 30% of people start saving for Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping more than 3 months in advance. For more stories, stay tuned to Finger Lakes Today, and remember, fingerlakes1.com is your source for breaking news, weather, sports, and more. Visit our homepage, sign up for our daily morning edition newsletter, and download the fingerlakes1.com app for Android and iOS.
So, Rebecca, retail therapy. I think we've all been
retail
guilty,
therapy.
Maybe a little bit, but some of the numbers from this report were pretty crazy, I thought.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I went to Sephora yesterday, and I spent a little too much on makeup, and it did indeed make me feel better. So I can totally relate. It also looks like, 45% of people you found out said they would rather buy things than exercise in order to feel better. Guilty as charged.
That, I think, is probably the most common feeling that people have. Exercise is just something that takes a little bit to get invested into. Meanwhile, you can just literally open up your phone and buy something off of Amazon or any retailer just with a couple clicks. Sometimes it doesn't even take a couple clicks. Speak to your Echo device or your Amazon device, and
sure can.
Boom, paper towels are on the way, even though paper towels probably aren't falling into that retail therapy category. The craziest thing, I think, is $213 is the average shopping spree price, according to the survey, and that's just this year. That's just in 2022. So per retail therapy session, $213 being spent, and 15% of people who they spoke with said they were doing it whether they could afford it or not.
That's, so, I mean, credit card debt. I wonder what we're going to see happen with that,
2023 is probably going to be an ugly year for credit card debt.
I mean, and especially just things are so much more expensive, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to stop people from shopping. Have you done any of your holiday shopping yet early?
No, absolutely not. I am a big proponent of wait until December. I won't wait until the last minute. I won't do that, but I don't want to have to store things. I am a big organization guy, and I do not want to have to store things for 30 plus days leading up to Christmas or whenever you're giving whenever you might see your friends or loved ones to give them the gifts. That I need as little time as possible between purchase date and when the gift is being given.
Well, I'd be interested to know what people watching, what you're spending, what you're buying. Are you shopping early? Of course, you can head to our website or watch the stream on Facebook. You can comment there. Just let us know so we can hear about it. And I can feel like I'm not the only one that's spending too much money too early. For now, we're going to be taking a quick break, but we will be right back with more.